Ну что, попробуем еще раз.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Добре, у меня там не было вариантов, насколько я памятаю. Мне треба було
When Stanley
йти
came to
наліво.
a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Хоча я не ведаю, чи, мабуть, вона зміняється кожен раз, коли проходиш.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Отримлюється пойти на низ. Ну, погнали. Ад. Цікаво, що це у нас? Блін, на жаль, нельга почитати, коли б яны нейкі пасхалкі подрубали. Было б, конечно, больше цікаво, ну добре.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why could...
Просто заманивали меня в эту пастку. Ну, это быццам я помер. Так? Ці ні? Ну добре, коли я зараз ведаю, що нечто зміняється, коли ти проходиш
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Number one dead, это я пам'ятаю. Ну добре. Покуль усё, на жаль, такое ж. Опа. Awaiting import. Ну. Не ведаю. Input received. Добре, не ведаю, что гэта змянило у нас. Ладно, вырубим гэта. Ну добре.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. What a but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Опа. Яны хотят, каб я сюди пойшов. А я пойшов туди уперше.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Оп. І знову я пойшов по іншому путі. Гэта цікаво. Слухайте, насамрэч, блін, я не ведаю, колькі ў яе можна гуляць.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left. Are you sure?
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Ён специально.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Давай уже.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ну, добре. Ходім. Whoa.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
Fired.
Who am I kidding? It's all
Довольны,
rubbish now.
прости,
The whole story completely
127
unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Ха. Цікаво. Так, що змінилося? Тут нічого.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Тут ми йдемо далі. Тут ми вирубаємо це. Ага, тут був інпут. Зараз його нема. Тут було те ж саме. Эти двері зачинені. А ось мені цікаво, Ногл, тут можна відчинити двері, чи тільки зайти в відчинені двері?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Я хочу сюди. Ага, перший. Так, шлях. Туда я не пойду. Ага. Усё odczynione bıццам. Тихо, это я кругами хожу. Колами.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
І он знову це робить. Ну ви поглядіть на його. Так. Нічого. 8 Mondays. Добре, погнали далі.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Добре. Ходім далі. Тут виробіть. Тут surname виробіть. Тут треба було нічого інпутати. А мабуть за того, що я вирубаю і як я вирубаю, вони трошки зміняються? Чи ні? Ну цікаво.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Так давай, я намагався нечто проверить. Это ж ты меня не пускаешь, дурненький. И что? Все зачинено, просто не, Коли б я мог сам отчинять двери, хотя б некие.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story.
Меня кудись прокинуло, ну добро.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
И снова.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh, yeah!
Congratulations!
Woo!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Ясно,
We
да,
both know you
конечно.
didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Ладно, добро.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Я на вот выйти
Okay?
никуда не могу.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this
Зараз ён
place is.
будзе
I don't care what might happen this time.
перегружаць зноў.
I have to restart.
Я так и ведал. Вельмі чакана. Ага. Так, зараз у меня есть лайн.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line.
Okay,
Just follow the
adventure
line.
line.
How simple is that?
Опа, а сюда мы еще не заходили. Так, вот это я хочу вырубить. И это так само. Мне подается, это допомагает. Но я не ведаю. Ну погнали по сторилайну. Мне уже цікаво, куди він веде.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Добре, потому что рухаемся.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Ну давай поглядим, что там было.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
А что им? Цікаво, це він дурить мене. Ну, хер на його.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Yes.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Ну куди? Добра. Що там? Hate Mondays. Mondays?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ована. Цікаво. Погнали.
Now,
Boom.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go
Я б хотів, щоб
wild.
був
Use your
некий
imagination.
логічний...
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Не, мені подобається і логізм, але...
Oh, no, not you again.
Well,
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Так, і он хоче сюди, ну погнали.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
Oh,
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
цікаво,
So
цікаво.
now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
Ну цікаво,
Will someone come
час
first?
застопився. Гэта цікаво
Something
час
happened?
прохождення того, кольки я зараз гуляю, чи нового.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Ну ось.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ага. Опа. Добре, новий комп'ютер. Отримав інпут.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Блін, треба було, конечно, поглядеть.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ну, наприклад. Опа! I've got $1 million money for stealing, but not yours, of course. Says that's a lady purse. Що Чому я не бачу себе в люстерке? Я вампір. Ну добре, мені тут сподобалося. Ага. Нічого собі. Панда с пистолетом. О. Ага. Нет, так это я тут же. Погнали вниз тогда. Он будет ехать, пока не нажмешь шеус. Быццам так. Ой, давай, шутим. Короче, никуда он меня не везет. Это, конечно... О!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Я видел, что нечто за этим камином. Слухайте, ну цікаво насамрэч. Калі мяне не адкінула ў пачатак зараз.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Вы реально думаете, что тут будет некая смерть?
The door behind him was not shut, Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Ну, цікаво. Так я не хочу туда прыгать. Ну, не, добро. Пойдем. Оп.
As the machine whirred
Bıццам
into
похож,
motion
что не
and
смерть.
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Ну, не ведаю. Оп.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Оп.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Цікаво, ну ви ще посваритися. Ну добре, відовочно мені треба... Тут немає іншого проходу, тому мені треба просто йти. Stanley Parable.
When
Wow.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Ну так, это больше похоже на правду, что это некий вечный ад, некое пекло. Ну добре, добре. Ага. Зараз почитаємо. Добре. То я пройшов гульню? Ну. То больше похоже на конец гульни, чем то, что было до этого. Ага. Ось такое я не бачу. Ось такі так само. Ось таким не був і був з говорильний. Мені що там цікаве? В картині що відбувається? Куди? Ну не, ну так не пришпильно, я хотел покликать по всему. Так. Ага. Цікаво, 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 цікаво. Що тут у нас? Не дає. Ну добре, не дає, так не дає. Ага, one option. Ну, гэта, дарэчы, цікава. То бок я попаў у план гульні і быццам насамрэч прайшоў яе зараз. Это зараз ён зазвоніць. О. Цікава, цікава. Ну, гэта насамрэч круто. Я не чакаў, што, ну, не ведаю, усе тут апынаюцца? Ага, розныя офісы. У мяне быў вось такі. Ёсць двума кубкамі, двума камп'ютарамі. Ёсць новы нейкі іншы. Што тут напісана? Кімена Стэнлі. Як змінюваўся протягом часу. Это розныя версіі гульні. Ну, тут я зразумела. Слухайте, цікаво, цікаво, цікаво. Ну так, можна навіть на вихід істи.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Чому?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Быццам я скончу гульню, не?
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time
Круто.
choose for you. Don't let time...
Насамрэч круто. Яны показалі мне канцоўку гульні. Ну, быццам. Я не ведаю, я не чытаў ніякія матэрыялы, каб не сапсаваць сабе настрой і разуменне гульні. Але яны быццам показалі мне і далі шанс проста скончыць гульню. Мабыць, так і зрабіць.